Wonderful.
How are you doing? Last day for you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the same chairs for 4 days.
No.
Just about.
Just about.
Just about.
Do you want to close up? Is that a
Yeah.
good idea?
That'd be wonderful. Thank you. I was talking to everyone here about this question about how magic has been a really great way, and especially like this kind of show, to escape, and it's a great way to deal with very serious issues like trauma. What's your opinion on using like this kind of like Charmed Witches lore to escape from reality to feel better?
It's great if it works. If it gives people that kind of release and a wish fulfillment and people to root for and believe in, and I think that's hopefully why we're doing it, I guess.
Yeah, I think everyone, we've all, haven't we? Like everyone since the beginning of time humanity's been fascinated with the idea of something other, another reality, other worlds. I think magic kind of taps into that on a level, it grasps at our imagination about is there another out there, in space, you know what I mean? Wherever, another world, we're trying to grapple with
Something spiritual, something bigger out there.
Do you remember the end of Men in Black? Right at the end of Men in Black, the first film, when it pans out and it becomes a little, the world goes from like New York, a world, and then a creature picks up the world and then puts it in a bag of marbles. I was like, that's deep. It's brilliant. It's like, wow, we think we're big, and then this bigger thing picks up the earth and then puts us in a bag of marbles with those marbles. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
What are you hoping in terms of character development for this season for your character? Where do you want to take your character?
Well, I'm not a writer. I don't know. I just say the words.
We're doing episode 7 right now. So we're we're a quarter of the way through, kind of ish. Yes, that's what I meant, a third. So things have dramatically changed. It's very, very different to season 1. It's a more serialized drama this year. So there's one storyline that kind of follows us through the whole, the arc of the whole season, as opposed to last year where I felt it was kind of episodic.
Yeah, Demon of the Week.
Demon of the Week kind of feel. This year,
there's a new demon. Let's just power of 3 and move on. It's like
it's now kind of
no stakes.
Proper drama. So
You never get bored though.
Much darker, much edgier. It starts much bigger CGI. It's literally like a new show. So they've taken it in a whole new direction. I think from season 1, they've departed from season 1 in a way that I think is really great for us, and I think it's going to really kind of give fans something to talk about, and it's a much edgier show, and it really is very dark, so I think it's going to be exciting.
Go on, please. I already went.
Your character, I would say, had the biggest character arc, because you go from being kind of cold about science and trying to figure out magic in that way, and then figuring out you're one of the most powerful characters because of your dual identity as a witch and a demon. How did that feel to kind of totally flip the character from one side to the other?
It was great. I mean, I feel like that is what people are like. Nobody has one facet, so to get to play lots of them and to explore having that duality of good and bad, and how we interpret what good and bad is was really, really fun to do. I was really grateful that I got so much to play with last year. It was really fun.
From the cast, who do you guys get along with the most? What are your faves?
I feel like you make me laugh the most.
That's because we're two Brits.
Yeah, we've got a similar...
So we can talk about, tea, marmalade, radio, BBC, Blackadder, Harry Potter, British stuff, marmalade, stuff like that.
Did you see Rupert Evans here?
No.
No, he was around.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was.
I haven't seen anybody.
Oh.
I have not seen any Brits. I know JJ Fields was here yesterday
Yes,
doing, I don't know what he's doing, Netflix thing. What's that?
The Lost in Space, season 2.
Is it Lost in Space?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know, who else is here Brit-wise? I don't know, you guys would know more than I would. So
Oh, yes.
I don't know who else is here British. Have you never seen other Brit actors? No. I don't know.
We just know that there's a Captain Britain.
Oh.
That's a super.
Oh, really? From Marvel?
Have they put it in a film yet?
Not yet.
You gonna petition for it? We'll petition you for it. I started. Okay. We're gonna start a Twitter. Don't worry, we got you.
I'm going to put that out.
Time for last question.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah. God, I didn't know that. So yeah.
What would be Harry and Macy's perfect day?
Perfect day.
Probably watching Heaven's Fight, no?
Yeah. A good breakfast, you know.
Duvet day.
A bacon butty. God, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of, yeah, it's a really interesting question. Actually, it's a very good question. I think there would be TV involved and a book involved, and you know.
You should think bigger. You can org, so like, where could we go?
Oh yeah, we can all. Yeah.
Where would Macy want to go?
Yeah, where would you go?
Like to a bloody library.
No, I think we would do something like, you know, maybe go to sort of like a different continent and go and have a look at Africa,
Go
or,
on holiday.
you know, go and check out, you know, wildebeest, something like that. You know?
Go on safari.
Go on safari. There you go. We go on safari. There's our perfect day. Go on safari. I'll think on that. Yeah, it's difficult. It's a good question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.